Hey, y'all. Welcome back to Beyond the Rest podcast. I'm Coach Adri.
And I'm Coach K.
We are so happy that you're here with us today. So, welcome back if you're just returning, or what is it? Not welcome back. Welcome back if you're coming back, and welcome to the show if this is your first time. So, every time we have to start off with our warm up, so let's warm up. First things first, Coach K, how we feeling today on this beautiful Monday morning after evening?
You clearly are tired.
Okay, thanks.
So I am good today. I'm actually a little tired. So I'm back to working out at 5:30 in the morning.
Ooh-wee.
So getting back to that swing of working out at 5:30 and then like you're up all day because I'm going to go home, go to bed. So
Yeah.
adjusting to that. So like I feel good, but like my brain is like exhausted because I've been using it for a little too long now.
Yeah.
So but I'm good though.
Okay, cool. I love that for you. Me myself, as you said, I'm tired. This working nights and just working nights in general, 0 stars. Would not recommend. It's just been, and I don't know if I got allergies or what, but like my eyes have been bothering me. I don't know if it's because I'm tired. I don't know what it is, but your girl's tired. And I gotta go to work after this.
I know.
So, yeah, I'm just tired. That's all. I'm happy to be here, but I'm tired. Mm-hmm. So that's just where I'm at as far as like checking in. So, yeah.
We're here.
We're here.
We are here.
Okay, so let's just get our accountability out the way real quick, right fast. Mm-hmm. So last time, what did you say that you wanted to be held to? And you know what's crazy? I never checked, but we're just going to see.
Oh, well, it was to get on time or get to work on time every day.
And did you?
Oh, I did.
I don't know if that's
yes,
I don't know if that's accurate or not, because I did not check in with her.
You need me to send you my time clock? Because we have to clock in, of course. Why wouldn't we?
Oh, yeah. You know what? We'll do that.
That's crazy.
We'll do that.
So you're not going to take my word?
I mean, hey, sometimes we need some proof.
I got receipts always.
You have receipts always. Love that for you.
Always.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll give you that. You know, I cannot confirm or deny. So we're just gonna go ahead and say that. Good. Me myself, I did not get that stuff packed up. I didn't.
Oh, that's why you was asking so much, because you ain't do what you was supposed to do.
Listen, life was lifing these past couple of weeks, and it's just like, you know, when you be I went to get the boxes and everything, and I started, but did I finish? No. So, what you got for me today? Because I'm ready to bust it out.
Yeah, because I don't know. I'm trying to think. I should have never got my favorites out the way early in the game. Should have never.
Got to play smart.
All right, let's just give us a minute plank.
A minute?
All right, 45 seconds.
30 seconds?
You worked out today?
No.
45 seconds.
Ah, damn. That's
you
so
got
crazy. That's 45 seconds of being, okay. All right, here
you could mix and match it.
All right, you tell me.
Up,
okay,
low, size. Oh, so you could do a minute then?
No, 45 is the agreement. You tell me when to start.
I got you. All right, I was doing this morning. Ready? And you are wrong. You better hold it. Oh, that cracking, auntie.
No, they didn't hear that. I
Ooh.
wasn't on the mic.
That was loud.
It was loud to you.
15 down, 30 to go. You're doing great.
Yeah. I cannot believe it. You know what?
Let's go.
I could have did that, but I was so tired. It was a lot going on.
Ooh, halfway. Oh, that's 15. You gonna switch it up? You gonna stay there?
If it's 15 seconds?
See? Look at that. You could have did a minute. You talking, breathing. You're not even shaking. You great. That's crazy. Play me for 15 seconds. Okay, push up. Overachiever.
That was for the minute. That was for the minute.
All right, fine. We be holding people accountable around here.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, y'all. I'm back. Look at the abs popping out. Yeah. No. Okay. Now that that's out the way, we're gonna work on that. It's got to get done though, cause I gotta move, so it's all good. Yeah. So let's give our fun facts. So fun fact today. Who wants to start? You want to start?
I'm gonna let you breathe a little bit. I'll start. Fun fact today. Oh, my fun fact is I don't even know this is like CPS or something. But anyway, I'm gonna let the people know. I've been drinking coffee since I was like 2 years old.
Caffeinated coffee? Like with caffeine?
Yeah. Like my mom and they and let us try it, and we used to dip our bread in there. So
bread?
Yeah, you know Puerto Rican people. That's Puerto Rican people stuff. Yeah, and so the crazy part is like it got to the point that coffee. You know how a lot of people drink coffee like because of their energy they want to wake up or whatever because of caffeine. It's almost like milk chocolate to me at this point.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, I mean, if you've been drinking since you were 2, I guess you would build up a resistance to it, right?
Yeah, so it's just a juicy juice.
A juicy juice is...
So, yeah, it doesn't do anything. So, when y'all see me with my cup, actually, look, I got one right now. You know what I'm saying? It's late, too.
It is.
And I'm going to go right to bed. Like, I didn't just drink a large coffee.
You know, it's crazy. I don't know if I have a caffeine sensitivity. I know that if I take, like, pre-workout, it has a delayed reaction in my body. So, like, if I take it, I have to take it, like, a half an hour before my workout for it to actually work. But then it'll stay in my system for after my workout, too. So... I don't know. I don't even know if coffee has any type of like effect on my system to where it actually. I think it's a placebo effect because I think I don't know. I don't know what it is about caffeine that does or does not give me energy, and I haven't figured it out yet. Yeah. But I still wouldn't want to drink coffee that close to the time I know I'm about to go to bed because I don't know what will happen.
That's my chocolate milk knocked out. Okay, nah, but yeah. So that's why they don't do nothing for me since my parents wanted to give me coffee at 2.
Interesting. Wow.
And that's a Puerto Rican.
Does pre-workout do anything for you?
So that's funny. So the pre-workout, they work. So one day, just because I wanted to test it, I wanted to be like, all right, am I really like could drink anything at night that has like caffeine? Bro, I took that Alani pre-workout late. I was
the powder?
Yes. And I don't like to mix it. I don't listen to the I don't like to read either. So I don't listen to what they tell you to do. So I just dry it with a little
dry scoop.
That's it.
That's how you know.
I was up to 3 a.m. and was wondering why I couldn't go to sleep, but I forgot. So yeah, so the pre-workout definitely whatever they got in it, it keeps me up. So
I wonder if it's the beta alanine. I don't really know, but when I do have any type of like caffeine or energy based something before I'm close trying to go to sleep, I always gotta balance it out with a shot of tequila.
Oh, that's what I needed.
It works for me.
Okay. I know what to do next time. Tequila.
Or tart cherry juice if you want a healthier option. Like a more like, substantive option. But yeah. Okay. Well, since we're talking about coffee, and you got that nice Tim Hortons cup sitting on the table, my fun fact today is that the best job that I've ever had, minus being a coach and a trainer, is working at Tim Hortons. If I was a supervisor at Tim Hortons when I was in college, and that was the best job. Shout out to my Timmy hoes.
Are you Timmy hoes?
Yeah, that's what we used to call each other. Yeah, that was like the best job I ever had. And if they paid me more, I would probably have kept that job. But it just wasn't feasible. But I had a ball at Tim Hortons. But I won't go there now.
Don't.
What?
I said, you going to say something crazy? Why don't you go there? Tell me the truth.
Well, I know all the secrets, the ins and outs of everything that goes on. And the coffee's fine. The regular coffee's fine.
Okay, all right.
But also, like, they've changed a lot of the formula with the food. And if for y'all who drink Tim Hortons, though, don't be drinking them ice caps. That's all I'm going to say. Don't drink them ice caps.
Those machines probably dirty. Ooh, see, I knew it.
It's not even that. It's, you know what? I mean, Because we're going to be doing a lot today, and we don't need to be doing too much.
All right. As long as the coffee is good, that's all I get relief
Coffee's
from there.
good. Keep drinking y'all coffee. Don't get no creamer, though. Okay, so.
Okay, good to know. I'm throwing that out. Then I got creamer in there.
I mean, you've been drinking it all this time. Go ahead, dust it off, girl. But yeah, so that's my fun fact today. That was the best job. Minus my coaching and fitness, being a trainer. So, okay, so now that the warm up is out the way, we can go beyond the reps. So today, y'all, we are having a little fun episode, and we are talking about unpopular opinions around fitness. Not just any unpopular opinions. We might give y'all one of them episodes another time. But today we talking about unpopular opinions around fitness, all right? So we're going to get right into it. So we got a couple things that we want to talk about and touch on about unpopular opinions. And Coach K, you got the first topic.
Yes.
The first unpopular opinion, I should say.
All right. So our first one is about, here we go. You could be fit at any size. So, me personally, I feel that, yeah, no.
Yeah and no?
Yeah and no.
Okay, so why do you think yeah? Wait, so you're saying that you can be fit at any size? Mm-hmm. Okay. So tell me why. Tell me why you think yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like a size and healthy, like, because if you're thin doesn't mean you're healthy. If you're a little bit bigger doesn't mean that you're not healthy. Mm-hmm. So that really is why I say yes and no, because it's one thing to be smaller and just have the look, but you don't work out, so you're not really fit, you're not really healthy. It might be your genes. You gotta look at your genes.
So genetics have a lot to play with. Okay.
So same thing like for me. I feel like I got a bigger body built because of my dad's side of the family, because my mom is tiny. You've seen her. But I have more like my dad's side. But unless you see me in the gym, people probably won't think, she's fit. She's fit. You know, she's healthy. Just because that's just society for you. They just always... something got to look a certain way, or something got to be something to be something, pretty much. But I do feel like just don't judge the book by its cover. You can't.
Okay. So that's how you feel about that.
That's how I feel about it.
So I mean, honestly, I agree with that ideology, but I also feel like, because if we talking about what is the show on TLC? My 600-Pound Life.
Okay, see, all right. They ain't fit. We know
but
that.
But listen, this is what I'm saying.
I ain't
so
trying to be rude. I'm sorry.
Is there and no, look, listen, these are just facts. So I just feel like when you said you can be fit at any size, it's actually not true, because like, if you really be honest with, like, you not about to go up to somebody that's 600 pounds and be like, oh yeah, I'm fit. Like, that's not true. Like, no, there's nothing that's going to convince me that you are. So I do think that, like, I feel like ability, and I think you got to define, like, what fit is, what being fit is, you know, because I feel like you can have the ability to do certain things and not be, like in shape or fit and healthy. Or you can, like, look, like you said, look like you fit and healthy, or be a certain size and be like, oh yeah, you look good, but you can't run a half mile.
Well, that's
you have no endurance, you have no mobility, you have no muscular strength, nothing like that actually makes you, like, fit, you know. And I don't know if we would go by, like, what the doctors consider to be fit, not like by the BMI scale. Like,
we can't, because they talking about I'm obese.
Me too.
Obese? Dang, that's crazy.
Sure am. Big mama.
Oh. Okay.
So, I mean, I agree with that, though.
So that's why I say yes and no.
Yeah, I agree. I just think when it comes to, like, what you can do, what you not even what you, I don't know, because I feel like the whole judge a book by its cover thing.
You gotta watch it, because, like, people be shocked when like, it's so funny, because, like, even for me, like, just running and stuff like that, like, I mean, I play basketball, soccer, so I always like to run. So, like, when I'm in shape for real, I mean, I don't look much smaller, you know what I mean? And when I get to where I usually stay at, I don't look much more smaller than where I'm at now. And I could run that mile in under probably 9. And probably people would be like, wait, what? I can.
That's pretty fast.
Mm-hmm.
Right now. She's a runner.
I'm a track star.
See,
you know it. So
yeah. Also, like I've seen like bigger people like be able to do like backflips and stuff.
Girl, now let's talk about now for real, the yogas, cause why all them girls is thick and they be crushing it.
Yoga and Pilates.
Yes. See, I don't know if don't take me to no Pilates class. I'm nervous. I'm scared. But it's something like that. Yeah. And you might walk in and be like,
like, you sure?
Right. It's just like, it happens. But that's why I'm like, listen, I had to learn the hard way because I feel like, for me, it was too, like, somebody, I think they were trying to just test me a little bit. Mm-hmm. So I had to show them real quick. Ooh. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to just let the people know, like, I'm going to vouch for my bigger girls and my slim, thick girls and all that. Because don't play with us.
Don't play.
We fit too. We could do a lot of things.
I know that's right. That's right. Mm-hmm. Okay, I like that. All right. So unpopular opinion number 2. I have fitness influencers are not always fitness professionals. I'm just gonna kick that one right off, and I just say that is an unpopular opinion that I agree with. Because looking good doesn't always equal to knowing what's good for others. And I feel like, especially since the evolution of social media, a lot of people, and I can say this because I know personally a good amount of people who just became fitness influencers and have no idea what they're talking about, but still offer advice to people to get them to look a certain way. And it's that whole thing of like chasing that look. And on top of that, not for nothing, a lot of people out here have been getting surgeries to look like something and then becoming a fitness influencer based off of that. So therefore, it's like they give advice, I think, is sometimes too purely to aesthetics.
Right.
Or whatever the algorithm is saying. So like it's so easy now to, especially with that technology and AI and all of this stuff, is to like formulate all of these, like find out the basic things and like kind of like put it out as if like, one, you're doing these things to actually achieve the
I'm sorry. Oh God, because my mama funny, she just sent me a page and I was like,
what did she send you?
Girl, someone, same thing, like went and got some work done and now they posting, oh, I'm doing this. We know you.
Like, how did we get to this point? You know,
I ain't getting under no knife.
And it's
I'm
like,
scared.
But listen, and my thing is like, if you were a surgery girl or guy, I don't know, do guys get?
Yeah, that hairline stuff they be doing.
Well, I hope they don't be on there saying that they did this to grow their hair back, because that's kind of crazy.
They be going
because we know you didn't do that. Yeah, that's exactly what they did. Oh God. But dang, I lost my train of thought. Oh, so like if you see somebody and you see that they get like their body look completely different and there hasn't been like a whole lot of much time in between, they just been MIA and then they pop out like, look what I've been doing. I mean, like, yeah, no, you probably should just use your common sense and be like, maybe they absolutely don't know what they're talking about. And then I'm not gonna put no names out there, but there are a couple people that are like celebrity influencers who are claiming themselves to be fitness professionals and putting out like workout programs and plans and stuff, and I just be like, but y'all know that they took Ozempic or went under the knife and did this or whatever it is, right? And then claiming that this is how they got there.
See, and I'm sorry, I don't care. We just talk about opinions. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
Don't do that, because I feel like that's so, to me, it's so frustrating, right? Mm-hmm. Because then you have like, and it is like, I don't be caring because I work hard. I look where I'm at. Shoot, I got my transformation by myself.
I know that's.
But the thing with that is like, don't, like, you know what you did, so Oh, say what you did.
That's
if
what
that's
I'm
the
saying.
case, promote what you did. You went and did it for a reason.
Exactly.
So just promote, hey, y'all, I went to this doctor. They did what they needed to do for me, and this is where I'm at. Like, don't be ashamed. Why?
Yeah.
But that's just why social media, like, when we talked a couple episodes ago, like, at one point, you know, we compare and we like, oh, we looking, oh, this look or whatever for so long. But, like, that's why I was able to overcome that, because it's like, half of these people out here, y'all got work done.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's like, I don't know, and I don't like the especially for actual fitness professionals and people who took the time to get their certifications, who actually live the lifestyle that they're preaching, like they practice what they preach. I don't like that for us, because it's like, you know, it's an unrealistic, like, they have these unrealistic expectations of fitness and what your body can or can't look like. Like, your body is already, like, what your body type is what your body type is, whether you're an ectomorph, you're a mectomorph, whatever it is, that's what it is. So regardless of what you're like, you have to transform your body the way that your body is supposed to transform. So everybody, like me, myself, is like, I have hip dips. And I ain't never gonna have no hips because I wasn't born that way. So unless I go and do something to get these hips filled in, you ain't never about to see me like, oh yeah, I got hips now. Let me show you how I got these hip dips. I did 25 abductors and like, I didn't do that because that's not what happened. Like,
right.
You know, and I feel like for me personally, I've always been big on just being like a natural person my whole life. Like, it's a lot of things, like, I'd be like, you know, I could have done this or I could have done that, but, like, it's not that, for me, it's not that deep to me. Because, like I said before, like, I've mentioned before that my fitness journey was not based off of what I look like. It always has been based off of ability. And whatever I was able to do with my body is how my body transformed. So my work that went into my body just started to transform how it was naturally supposed to transform. There was never a focus on, oh, I want a bigger butt, oh, I want this, oh, I want that. Like, the only thing I think I've ever really focused on is, like, being leaner, like, shedding body fat, but doing it in a healthy way. Like, I've never went to any extremes to take, like, all these random supplements or doing, like, I don't know, what's the stuff that the people do, like, when people wear the waist things and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I think I had tried that for, like, early in my journey, and I was just like, I don't even understand, like, you know. And then, like, after I took off the little waist belt and stuff, I realized that I sweat my midsection anyway. Like, it's all it is you're losing water weight. So it's like, that's not helping you. Like, just to tack that on, that's not helping you. Like, the waist trainers is not really helping you, like, shed or keep the fat or fat off. It's not a fat loss solution.
Yeah, no.
It helps to kind of, like, bring all the heat to your midsection while you're working out, but, like, that's about as far as it goes. So,
And you can't breathe, and it's uncomfortable. I don't know how. I'm sorry, I don't know how people do it. I got one, and it's just not for me. I'm not that type of weight trainer, waist girl. Just can't.
I mean, I don't know. In the year I've been doing this for this will be my 15th year, 15th year. Doing, like, in my journey, right? And I've been through, like, the gambit of things, right? And I just feel like it's never been necessary for me to wear one of those, or even, like, use, like, any of these, like, fad type fitness things, you know, whatever the next fad is. It's like, you probably not gonna catch me doing it. And people ask me often, like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? And it's kind of like, I don't really have nothing to say, because I don't want to knock nobody hustle. But if you're asking me personally how, like, if I've ever used these things, the answer is probably no. Yeah. And if I have, it'll probably have been for a brief amount of time, because it's kind of like, I'm not seeing no benefit for this. And this is like, there are no quick fixes, you know? So I just don't like the whole, like, you claiming to be a if you're a fitness influencer, I don't even know what to be honest with you, the definition of a fitness influencer, I don't even know what that really is, because, like, where do you get, are you self-proclaimed, and, like, are you just an influencer because you're promoting products? Are you an influencer because you look a certain way and you just post pictures of you in your workout clothes, like, or you
just boo up and you're making money?
Like, what is it, you know, as opposed to being a fitness professional? And I feel like I feel like people confuse the two, and they're like not always the same thing. Like you could be a fitness professional and then just end up being an influencer based off of your expertise. But I don't think that you can be a fitness influencer and then say I'm a fitness professional, because it's not. You know, they're two totally different things.
Yeah, and that's why you sometimes see people come back to a professional, because they're still gonna come back to you anyways, because now you're not seeing these results, and now you are frustrated. So that's why stuff like that kind of like bothers me. Just be real and just say exactly what you did, because we know what you did. Because now you have all these people down here stressing, meltdowns, because now they've been doing this for 6 months and they don't got any result. You're not.
Yeah.
Go under the knife, because you're not. Like, you know,
Dr. Miami or whoever it is that's popular these days.
So, and it's just like a smack to like those people that really like study and work hard, and you know, because then people come to you with these expectations, and then you gotta. I tell my people, no, you gotta work. Like I'm on year 7, and I still got lots of work to do. So no, it doesn't happen overnight.
But some people are looking for that overnight thing. Like, it's so funny. I'm not gonna say her name, but there's a girl that we both know that came to me and said that they're going to, I don't know, forget what city. We're somewhere to get surgery, and they said they're gonna show the doctor a picture of me.
Oh my goodness. Oh.
And I said, oh, okay. And I was like, and I in that moment was encouraging her to just, well, I don't think that, you know, I think that you should follow a program, do, you know, whatever. It's like, no, I've been working out for X amount of years and it's just not happening for me. I said, but how have you been training for these years? Have you been training for the body that you're looking for? And then see how that works out for you, you know. But, you know, to each their own, right? But I just found it to be hilarious that they said that they're going to take a picture of me. And I said, well, don't do that, because this is me. Like, this ain't not a nan piece of knife touch this body. So I don't know if that's something that you could duplicate. Maybe, I don't know, because that ain't my will.
Yeah, that's their idea of what they would like to look.
I guess so. It's not that deep
I
to me.
don't know. Like,
it's never going to be that deep to me. Because then it's like, I don't know. We can get into maybe more of that later, because I don't even understand how that works as far as, like, time. Like, as time goes on, what happens to...
But, you see, that's the thing, because I don't care. I got family members that then did all this and then went and got work done over and over and over.
Really?
Because it's just like... It's like anything else. You gotta keep. You can't just get that done, and then no, cause like if you have a kid, that you starting all over again.
Your body.
Like, and that's why like I tell people like, hey, do what you want to do. That's your body. That's your money. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, if your mind not set up and you don't work on a lifestyle, all that work. It's just going to go out the window down the road. Or you might not even look like you wanted to, because no doctor is perfect. So you're going to risk that? I don't know. Hey, whatever. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, I know. So you have to, like, and they tell me, like, you know, I ask them, like, dude, like, they go to the gym and stuff like that. But, yeah, no, stuff started not looking like it used to, because they got to now keep up. So when that's not how you grew up, it's hard for them to keep up in the gym and eating a certain way, because they never prepared themselves mentally and made up their mind, okay, I'm going to go get surgery done, and now when I come back home, I'm going to have to make sure that I keep up with my eating in my gym. So I tell people, if you're not going to change the way you eat and you're not going to change being in the gym, you're wasting your time and your money, because you're going to be back right where you came, like right where you started.
You think so? Wasting that much money
and you don't even know if you're going to
be
your
life. I'm sorry. You may as well just work on your lifestyle than risk your life. That unpopular. Hey, don't shoot the messenger.
Right. Please don't. I'm just saying what I think.
Child.
That's
okay.
It.
So, yeah. So that's our hot take on that. What's the next one?
Oh, since this actually kind of go hand in hand what we were just talking about, kind of sort of. So those strict diets aren't always healthy. Those like, oh, I'm gonna go on no carb or very, very low carb, or the low fats, or the juice cleansers. That's another thing. Like, I don't know. Like, because that is all water weight. Like,
Most of the
you
time.
might cleanse, and yes, you might not look bloated. Yes, whatever. But in the end of the day, like, water weight gonna come right back the next day. They need a couple hours.
Depending on what you got going on.
Right.
Especially as women.
Literally.
Like,
So I'm like, okay, and then not only that, like it doesn't like it don't enhance. So your body could do it by itself.
yeah, your body is made to function. Like your kidneys and your liver is used it's works to detoxify your body on its own. So like the juice cleanse. I'm just thinking about the juice cleanses. Like you can't the juice cleanse doesn't do anything for the detoxification of your body. Plain and simple. It doesn't. So it's like the only thing that you're doing with the juice cleanse is like allowing your body to maybe just your organs to function a little bit more without trying to like over process other things, like your body over process other things. But like to do those juice cleanses, like people be doing them for like 7 days, and I don't know. Have you seen it longer than that?
Girl, I think I seen no, I for sure seen up to 7 when it's literally just like that's all they do is those juices and the fruit and veggies and that's it. But yeah, I don't know. I'll be miserable. And then it's like it lacks like nutrients. Like
Oh yeah.
so yeah, no.
Like it provides you some obviously like juices come from like fruits and vegetables, so they provide you some type of nutrients, but like it's not a sustainable thing for your body to function.
No, like my dad, he's a boxing coach, right? So, and this is what, like, for me, I'd be like, yeah, that's crazy. So, they have to hit a weight in order to go fight their weight class. Mm-hmm. Like, they can't say, oh, I fight 150 and then pop up there, whatever, right? So, like, just even dumb, it's so crazy how these boxers really will go, like, on their normal without training. Mm-hmm. My boxer got one that he's like, he fights at 105. But like on a regular basis, when he not training, he not in camp, he like 130. So there's time like they get so dehydrated because they have to hit that weight, and like they obviously do it like the healthy way. But when it gets close to that time, they got to get on that scale and they got to hit it because if not, you don't lose money on your like. It's just a lot of stuff that comes with it. Like you see them go from getting on that scale and then they go and eat and like all the water they gotta drink because of how dehydrated they got. So like this stuff is not always healthy. So like it sounds
like
good,
especially like the strict diets. Yeah. And I just had like flashbacks from when I did my show,
and I was going to touch on that too.
I was like, like I said, I think I said like before, I don't know which episode we were talking about, but I used to cry myself to sleep every night. Oh, on the Faith and Fitness episode, when I was like, Lord, I was praying every night. 'Cause I was like, I was literally so hungry, and I was like I couldn't drink water. Like I used to have to drink so much water up to the point like closer to my show. Then it was like sips of water. Like being that dehydrated is crazy. But you think about how like trying to get your body fat percentage down like that low, it's truly unhealthy, and it's not sustainable for like a actual lifestyle. And I know that people go off of those strict diets always trying to keep their body fat low or whatever the case may be, and it's like that's just not, it's truly not healthy. Because like even like in the course of my training, like I was not eating a lot, I was eating like whatever I was supposed to eat, not drinking a whole lot of water, and like no energy to even get that. I still had to work out, like doing like an hour and a half of cardio every day.
That damn near dangerous. So like, and that's why I'm like that. Those popular, like those little popular diets, like keto, like the intermittent fasting. Like some of that stuff also is not sustainable, and I feel like not sustainable, like in a healthy wise, like thinking about like your body stuff like that. But what about mentally and emotionally?
Yeah,
like or even like Herbalife, like stuff like that. I feel like these are like
have you
short.
tried Herbalife before?
So I have, and it to me like I don't know. I'm not living my whole entire life drinking 2 shakes in one meal. That's not happening. To me, that's not sustainable. To me, like I tried it on a like people ask me about it, and I'm like, well, I don't know, just to get back on track, maybe. Like again, it's a quick fix, but it's not sustainable to always do that. I mean, and do you really want to spend I don't know, all that money to have
When
one
it's
meal,
not necessary.
and you could just meal prepping, and it's still, again, you're lacking nutrients doing that. So really,
So can you just tell me? Because I've never got into it. Honestly, I remember when Herbalife first came like on the on the scene, I thought it was like a pyramid scheme.
girl,
So-
it is. And I tried, girl, it is. And I tried. So you know, it's funny. I tried it like 3 different times because I was like, let me see. And then some of them was because I knew people, so I wanted to support. Nah, bruh. I don't know. That's just me.
So because of that, I think I've never had like much like knowledge as to like what exactly it was. It just kind of was like, nah, why are you pushing this on? My thing is like anything that somebody is pushing that hard, red flag.
Yeah, that's like when they sell people like Mary Kay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anything that's being pushed that hard, I'm like, yeah, nah, I'm about that. Especially because like I feel like when it came, I feel like when I first started seeing the Herbalife thing, I feel like I was just like a year or 2 into my journey. I feel
that's funny because that's when I think I also, like, the first one was like a random person. Then it was another. It was a creep, and then
and it's always never mind.
and again, like, again, whatever. But, yeah, no, none of it. I don't know. And then you know what it was. So when I finally, and all of this, so of course, like, we're human, so we're like, at one point, you know, we're desperate to get this, desperate, blah blah. So yeah, I didn't try intermittent fasting. I'm not about to starve. Not waiting till no 2,
Okay, now
1 o'clock.
let me play devil's advocate here. So intermittent fasting is, I've done it intentionally before and I've done it unintentionally before. I will absolutely say when I've done it unintentionally, I've seen like, I'll look at myself like, let's just say Monday, right? And then by Friday, say throughout the week, I've just been accidentally intermittent fasting because of my work schedule, right? And that's usually when it happens. Like I'm at work and it's like I don't eat, and then the next time I eat is the next day at that, like 12 hours later. That 12-hour period in between is like, it's usually intermittent fasting is like a 10 to 12 hour window. So, but at the end of the week, come Friday, I'll look at myself and like, I'll be like, dang, I look pretty, like, I look good. Like, you know, I don't feel bad and I look good. And it'd be like, well, and I think about what have I been eating this week, and I go back and I think about what I have or haven't been doing. It's like, damn, I kind of low-key been intermittent fasting but also, and I will say, when I was in the academy, I, every morning we had to wake up at 5 or be at PT at 5 in the morning, and we didn't eat. Our last meal was usually at 5 or 6 o'clock the day before. So getting up in the morning, doing like fasted workouts, fasted cardio, and then eating after that, and their last meal being at like 5, 6, and then not eating again until 5 in the morning, that was still intermittent fasting. I will honestly say, but with the workouts and all the strenuous activities I was doing, best shape of my life, looked great, abs on, bust like crazy, right? But so I will say that I don't think that intermittent fasting is a bad thing. I just think that you have to be realistic about it. And when you are in that eating window, you have to make sure that you're eating things that is like sustainable. Like,
Right.
So yeah, that's my only take on that.
No, and it's funny because I today I intermittent fasted, not on purpose because of work. I texted you when I went to go eat my lunch.
Oh yeah, right.
I ate my lunch today at 4:30.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, and then like my breakfast, like I didn't even have breakfast because I didn't have time. So really, I had like what did I even have today? Oh, because I worked out this morning. What did I have? Oh, I had like a yogurt, like a drinking yogurt thing, and a protein shaker. That's all I was able to get in.
Ooh.
So like, sometimes like if it happens, it happens. But like I feel like
you did say that was all you had.
Yeah. So I was just like,
yeah, okay.
Yeah. So when like, I feel like intermittent fasting is not bad, but then also like in that window, you have to even it out though too. Like some people will eat everything. And like right in the middle, so that's not healthy because now although you ate all your healthy food, but you ate it all in one sitting, that's not. So it's like that's one of those where I don't think it's 100% not good if you're gonna do it the right way.
Yeah, Yeah, absolutely. Like it's not like eat one meal and then don't eat again for to the next day.
Yeah,
or
no,
just
that's
drink
just
a
not how it
protein
works.
shake and eat one. Like yeah, that's
Yeah.
nah,
Mm-mm.
not healthy. So I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah, that way. That's the only one out of all of them that I would say you could do. Just do it the right way.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I wouldn't. I tried keto. I don't recommend it. That's just me.
yeah. I
Herbalife
never
don't
tried it.
recommend it. Nope.
Never tried it. Never felt
I'm
like
not
I had to.
starving.
Yeah,
It's not that
I mean, like you
serious.
don't have to and like Mariah
Not that
said, you don't
serious.
have to like deprave yourself of certain things. You know, you don't
No.
have to like restrict. You don't have to live a restrictive lifestyle to be healthy or get the body that you want or whatever it is that you looking to do. Right?
Yeah.
You don't. It don't have to be restrictive. You just got to be smart about it.
Yeah, but that's why you see a lot of people falling off because this stuff you cannot sustain none of this stuff.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
you just fall off. So that's really honestly in the beginning. So when I mean, like we talked before, like I always been an athlete. So then when I had my daughter, it was that after because it was just a lot of changes from having my daughter, the body, everything. So I was trying a bunch of different things, looking for that fast, quick change. So I didn't try a couple of things, but it was funny because I was just like, you know what, I can't. I'm just going back to what I know, and eating not, of course, moderate. Just smaller portions, whatever. And I was eating my normal stuff, and that's when I got all my best results.
Yeah.
There's no it was no strict diet on it. Okay, yeah, I watch my sugar, I watch my fried food,
That's
like
normal,
just
though.
normal. This is normal stuff that
Yeah.
you should be watching anyways. Because
Yeah.
do you want diabetes? Do you want high
High
blood pressure?
cholesterol and all
You
that
know,
stuff. Yeah, the gout.
So these are just normal stuff. But like, yeah, no, like I get results in any of those like fast, quick stuff, strict diet? Yeah, of course you're going to. You're going to lose 15 pounds if whatever if you're eating one meal and two shakes.
I
Yeah,
bet.
absolutely. but go back to eating 3 meals a day and I bet you're going to get it right back. So that's what happened to me. I was like, what the heck? So, but yeah, I know when I started realizing like, no, you could just eat normal and just watch it. Like, again, be smart with what you're going to do. If you want to, you could have one cheat meal. Just don't have a cheat day.
Yeah.
Like, because when I was in my streak, I wouldn't cheat meals. I want nothing. Like, I was so miserable, though. And that's not fun.
Too.
That's not a life. Like, the lifestyle is to be able to go to gym, do your vacations, and do everything and still, like, enjoy your life, not be miserable.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely don't be miserable. I feel like I used to be a lot stricter with my diet when I was younger. And I wasn't miserable. I actually enjoyed, like, eating clean all the time. But then as I got older, I think I just started like incorporating just like random like cheat meals or whatever it is. And they were fine. You know, it wasn't like a big deal to me. But like, I think once I cut meat out my diet, like my diet just became a lot more like less restrictive, I should say. Like I used to be like clean. I used to be the type of person that goes to the restaurants and bring my scale out, like the whole thing, like asking how is this prepared, that whole thing, like I like all the time. But I enjoyed that. It didn't feel restrictive to me because it was like I was still eating full, like nutritious meals. It was just like everything, like the way it was prepared was very serious to me. Yeah, it was like no games. And then when I cut, but I do know like when I cut meat out of my diet is when I just started eating. I mean, I really wasn't as restrictive, and I was still getting the same results, if not better. So it was fine for me. So yeah,
because that was like the only thing I would think of. Because I feel like for me, it's honestly, I could go right back to our first episode. Like, it got to the point where it was feeling like the whole restricted diet was like a chore. It shouldn't be a chore.
Yeah, no.
Just like the workout, same thing.
Yeah.
Like, you should be having fun.
Life
with
is
your
a
food.
chore enough. So let's not do that.
I just feel like making stuff more difficult than what it is, or just, it's not that serious.
It ain't that deep. It ain't never gonna be that deep because at the end of the day, you're gonna leave this shell. It's gonna get left on Earth anyway. So, anywho, okay. Wow, this is great. So, last one for the day. Unpopular opinion. Now, she had to take a sip of her coffee on that one. Okay. I'm sorry, her chocolate milk. Okay, so the last unpopular opinion. Group classes and boot camps aren't for everyone. I stand by that because fitness is not monolithic. So there's no one way to do fitness. There's no, so and they're not for everyone. And also you have to understand that your fitness training, your fitness goals should match your fitness training. So if you're constantly going to classes and boot camps, like, yeah, they're great for like high energy, fat loss, sweat and exhaustion type thing, right? But you don't have the opportunity to see like progression and like focus on like form and things like that. So it's like it depends on what you're looking for. So if you are going to boot camp classes that are hit training all the time, 9 times out of 10 the results that you're going to get from that is going to be like your endurance and probably fat loss depending on like what you're eating, right? Because we already know you can't out train a bad diet.
Right.
But like you can't be looking to like put on pounds, put on weight, mass, muscle, whatever it is, if you're constantly just only going to boot camp classes and group classes. Unless the group classes are weightlifting classes, that's the only time that it's like, will work for that type of goal. So because fitness is not monolithic, like I think group classes and boot camps aren't for everyone. So you can't expect people to always be interested in going to those things and those types of classes. And if that's your thing, that's your thing. But at the same time, you can't, like I said, if you have a certain like body goal or strength goal or whatever in mind, you got to work towards that. And you're not going to get that in group camps and boot camps.
I'm pretty much a big example. I go to them for my endurance so I could stay in shape because there's a lot depending where you're going for these classes. Yeah. Like you have a lot of running, a lot of high intensity cardio and things like that. So I feel like in the beginning, that's all I knew, that's all I wanted. And then I lost that 65 pounds. And then I wasn't like 100% happy because what ended up happening was I just got like a toothpick because I'm also tall. And I was like, oh,
a toothpick.
I didn't like how I look. I was like, this is not what I was looking for. I ain't
never seen you as no toothpick.
Oh, I'm going to show you. At 180, girl, I would never again get down that low ever in my life.
I don't think you have the body type to be a toothpick.
Oh, I'm going to show you.
I bet you even.
But all this stuff that I got going on came after 9. Because my thigh, everything was after my daughter.
So your quads, like you got some really big quads. That came after 9?
After 9.
Dang, a baby did
thighs
that for
after
you?
9. The girls after 9.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang, I need to have me a baby.
Girl. No, you don't. Well, yes, at least one. Because I want a nephew.
You said no.
I want a nephew because I can't handle one kid. So give me one. I need a boy. But
well, that's not a guarantee.
Then you could just go again.
Oh yeah, right.
But no. So no, when I was pre-mom, yes, no, I just looked like I don't know, like an athlete, a basketball player. I don't know. I was just tall and small. Like all this thickness came after my daughter, and I was like happy, but I was like, all right, but we gotta be like solid, nice thick. I ain't trying to be sloppy thick now.
Gotcha. Okay.
So no, I will never ever again get to no 180. No, thank you. I'm okay. Nope. And even at 200, I didn't like it. I look real good at 215 though. That's
okay. That's the sweet spot. Mm-hmm. That's the sweet spot. Okay.
It sound big, but it ain't big. I'll show you a picture.
But we showed the pictures before.
Yeah.
And I don't know what episode it was, but yeah, we showed pictures, and it was like that. That was the.
They gotta go back and watch it though.
Yeah,
I gotta go back and watch.
We gotta know which one it is. Was it the body dysmorphia one? It might have been.
It might have been.
That's okay. Just go back to episode 1 and then just meet us here, and then we could talk about it.
Yeah. So that's where most of like my Tony came in, was from starting the lifting, the straight training. So I never really, because I don't know, like I feel like, and then obviously I was younger. So when you're younger, like all I would do is like, do my sports workout, run, whatever. So I never really like straight train till like after 9. So like, So that's why like, the boot camp classes were like so much fun for me because it just reminded me so much of like drills and just the type of stuff I like.
Right.
But then I was like, oh, but I want my arms to look like this, and I want my legs to be more toned, and then I'm like, I think it was you who was like, well, you better go
Sound like
put.
me.
I was like, you were like, you better go push your weight. I was like, I am. You're like, not with a 20-pound dumbbell. I was like, oh, so this is for real. So, and it's a big difference. I mean, in my even my pictures now, I look and I was like, oh yeah. So it's not don't stop. You don't gotta stop the classes. It just you can't do just that if you're looking for certain things. Like for me, I wanted to tone, and just like you can't really spot area train. So I was big on like, all right, I just gotta have an upper day, a lower day, a split day, work everything. But there's a drastic change. A big change when I added a straight training.
And it's about how you, it's literally how you train your body is going to reflect as to what your body looks like, if that's what you're looking to do, and how your body performs. Because it's like, you can only get so strong or whatever it is if you in a boot camp class racing the clock.
Right.
You got 45 seconds to bust out as many reps as possible. Like, you not about to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to be.
Yeah, no.
It's a completely different
I'm trying to think over here, too, like. In the form, like you said earlier, though, too. Like, no, because there ain't no way you could mess up a form when you're going heavy. So, like, that was something I had to, like, I'm thinking, like, you know, I go to these classes, I coach my stuff. I mean, now I'm way better. I'm talking about when I first started. Like, you know how they, like, you'd be like, oh, my trainer said do this, and they demonstrate, and you look completely different. That's how I used to look, because I just thought I was fine. But it's like, no, not when you're going heavier weight. Like,
and I feel like that's also something. I feel like if you are somebody who likes to do group classes and boot camp classes, like most of the time, and you're using weights in these classes, take the time to have your time outside of those classes to learn like how to focus on your form, because as you're going through those movements, like you're probably, like I said, racing the clock, right? And if the boot camp classes is all you know, once you learn like the fundamentals of certain things, because I feel like in boot camp classes, and I catch myself doing it sometimes when I pop up in a class sometimes, right? Well, not often now, but I feel like maybe like years ago, I'll catch myself like trying to like race the clock, and then my form is falling apart, and I know better. So it's like, knowing your fundamentals is like, while you're going through these reps, like, yeah, you can watch the clock and be like, okay, well, I got 45 seconds and I'm just trying to work this one side of my body. How many reps am I going to get through here? I'm not trying to bust out 20, 25 reps if I know I got 45 seconds and I got a 20-pound weight in my hand. If I'm going to get the most out of that movement, I'm going to slow that movement down. I'm going to slow it down. I'm going to make sure my form is right, and you're still going to get the same fatigue that you get in that muscle. You're going to get it with that time under tension, as opposed to trying to just bust out those reps. So that's something else like to consider, I feel like, in boot camp. But at the same time, it's like, if that is not those classes are not, they're not for everybody, and they're not for all the time. That's my opinion, like, personally. But how much you can get from it?
Because I feel like, even for me, like, as I, I don't know, the more I train, like, with other people, with myself, just going through my certification, stuff like that, and just learning. I still go to boot camp classes, but I definitely for sure didn't slow it down. Because that's another thing, like, when you don't know, you're just going through the class, and you might just be having fun, you're just pumping it out, whatever. And even just, like, connecting, like, the muscle to the mind, that's another thing, because I feel like if you're just movement, then you're just going through the motion. You're not really
that mind
and
muscle
that was one of the
connection is
things that I used to do, that I had to learn, like, as I got better, and as I started, like, just learning and studying and stuff like that, because I was just like, oh yeah, no, like, I was I was doing this exercise, and I didn't feel it where I thought I was supposed to feel it. So what was I doing this whole time? You know? So it's just stuff like that. So if you don't take the time, like you said, to learn this stuff, I mean, it's going to take you even longer to get to where you're looking for, because now you didn't been doing all this for however long, and you're not getting the best results because you're not even locking it in like you're supposed to.
Right.
So, and you have to
Like,
be.
it's like somebody saying that I've been doing RDOs, I've been doing squats. How come I don't? Well, how have you been doing them? Have you just been pushing through the reps, or have you been? Or all things considered, you're not gonna grow a muscle if you don't put no weight on that bar or on your hand. So what you been using, what you been doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's the real, like, I don't understand why. Well, if I do these all the time and like, well,
Well, yeah, and just people just being open to, like, I just feel like just ask the questions, because for the most part, like, these coaches not gonna hold off on the information, but if you're not asking, no one can come up to you and tell you,
Yeah.
oh, blah blah. Like,
that's true.
so like sometimes too, like, you comfortable with a certain coach, like, ask the questions. So I was always asking, like, I ain't care, because I know what I'm working towards, so I need to know what I need to do.
I love the questions. Keep asking. I got the answers, but it ain't gonna know if you don't ask.
Nope.
Okay, so since that was our last one,
Yeah,
what time is it?
it's time to reflex.
Flex and reflect.
Look, I'm so tired now. Ooh, that 5:30 kicking in.
Man.
Then they forgot our segment.
Okay. So, all right, so it's time to wrap this up. What's your takeaway from today? From these topics specifically.
From these topics, I feel like
Unpopular opinions.
it's unpopular opinions. Like, I don't know, people gotta talk about certain stuff more, because I feel like, yeah, it's okay to have opinions. I mean, just don't be rude and disrespectful. But like, some stuff is just like I said, some stuff I learned as I went. So like, you just thinking you're doing stuff the right way, and it's just not. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
Some
that
knowledge or something.
you said what?
Like, just, get knowledge.
Yeah,
of whatever
I think,
it is that
and
you're
I think
looking
that's
for.
the thing. I feel like a lot of these unpopular opinions are things that people develop based off of, like, I don't know. I mean, granted, honestly, I don't think that they come from experience. Like, I feel like they're unpopular opinions for a reason, because it's kind of like the things that everybody kind of just go with, and it's just like, well, playing like that devil's advocate, it's like I think you just have to, like, really look at things for what they are, and like like you said, take the facts, have the knowledge, and then form your own opinion. Like, and everything that we said today, y'all might not agree with, and that's okay, because that's why it's called an opinion. However, I do think that, like, especially with the one that I hit on, the fitness influencers are not fitness professionals.
Yeah.
I stand on that.
Yeah.
I stand on that. Because as a fitness professional, it kind of irritates me a little bit. I'm not gonna hold you. It does irritate me to see that, and it's like, girl, now you know, but you can't say nothing to these people, because, like, I mean, get it how you live, but I feel like integrity is everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I feel like I'm very, like, I stand on integrity. So it's kind of like, you don't have no integrity. I don't know, man. I don't like it.
Yeah, I cannot. Like, that's just, I be like, that's just funny business for me. I can't do funny business
at all.
And I don't like that fake stuff.
In any way.
I can't.
I don't like it. So yeah, that really, like, burns me up a little bit as a fitness professional. I'm just like, okay, like, whatever, So, and that's why I think that's another thing, like, why my, like, mantra is, like, don't chase a look, chase a lifestyle, because it's kind of like, they don't live that life, they didn't live that life, and now all of a sudden you preaching that you live that life, and this is how you got there. I don't like that.
Yeah,
because that's how I got here. That's how I got where I am. This is how I got where I am, by living that lifestyle. And this is my actual lifestyle, and it looks different at every stage. And that's just So that's the one thing I'm taking. Like, I stand on that.
and you know what? Because I also feel like it sucks too for, like, especially like you, because I know for a fact, like, it's one of those things where it's like, now everybody think that people getting stuff done. So,
thank you for bringing that
up. Because I know, I mean, I was with you when someone asked you, and I was like, I felt so disrespected for you. I could have, I'm working on myself. But like, stuff like that also kind of like, like, no, I didn't get nothing done. I worked for all of this.
How insulting. And that is also, like, I hate to have to, like, I mean, I guess this could be in our wrap up too, but, like, I'm glad you brought that up, because I cannot tell you how many times over the course of however many years I have had people come to me, strangers in public. Where did you get your work done? Where did I do what? What are you talking about?
Yeah, see.
I know that's not real. What's not real? My braids? Yeah, this is not my hair.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
And you were there.
I was with you. That's why I was like, are you serious? Like,
and that's exactly why I stand on that, because you're not about to be a fitness influencer going out getting work done and having a body shape that looked like mine, having a body that looks similar to mine, and then have people asking me where I got my work done at. Mm-hmm. Girl, if you don't get out my face.
Oh God, it was just, I had to bring that up because I just remember about that. I was like, see, and that's another thing. That's a smack on the face again for the ones that work hard and just have, like, no, I didn't have to go get nothing done. Like, I just worked for this. Like, yeah. So
the only time you gonna have to ask
like,
me where I got my work done is if I do something to these boobs. That's the only thing that time you got to ask me that question, because you gonna know. But that's the only way. I would have a baby, but
hey, it might.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but like, come on.
Yeah,
that just got me. Yeah, I stand on that. Okay, so
accountability.
Yes, ma'am.
What you about to do this week?
So, y'all go first. So I have been running.
Oh, I saw that.
I have been running. I told myself that I was going to start running again and like doing like a little bit longer distance, no more than 3 miles. I might do a 5K this year at some point if I find me a little race or whatever. But I have been like trying to hold myself accountable to that at least, and not really have an excuse not to. And I said I was going to start like when the weather broke, and I feel like the weather has broken.
Yeah, and then it's been raining for like 10 days.
It's been raining, but at least it hasn't been cold. I don't mind running in the rain if I'm prepared for it, but like it just depends. Like if it's torrential raining, I'm not doing that. But like it's like a regular sprinkle, light rain I could do. It's not that deep to me, but yeah. So because of that, before the next time we meet, I would like to have ran at least 10 miles.
Okay.
Like collectively, not in one sitting. Yeah, right. I literally just said no more than 3. So I've been doing 2 miles each session, and each time my time has went down. So I don't really want to. I don't know if I'm gonna put that in my accountability because I might not have a good day. I may just have to
watch
get
it because you just did.
That's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna just say 10 miles. 10 miles total. Between like now today and the next time we meet.
Okay. You could do more than that, though.
Really?
In 2 weeks? You could get more than 10 miles in 2 weeks. Stop playing.
That's 5 days worth of running. If I'm running 2 miles a day. But if I'm not running 2 miles a day, what if I'm running 1 mile?
Okay, fine.
So 10 miles.
Fine.
Dang. What you gonna do?
That's so funny because I think I put it in our note and I don't remember what I said I was going to do. What was I going to do? Oh, so my monthly challenge started today with my members that I have. Mm-hmm. And I ain't gonna lie, I was slacking. I ain't glad I put it in my accountability last time, but I was slacking in April because I was working out so much and I had told them that I was going to do it with them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I didn't do too much
the challenge itself? Mm-hmm. Okay.
So, hold me accountable for the next 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. That I do Monday through Friday with them, and I'm not in there just checking what they're doing and sending out their little motivational stuff.
Just being a coach.
Yeah. I told them I was like, all right, y'all, for real, May, Coach K gonna be with y'all. So, yeah, because I definitely was like in April. I did probably like a total of 5 out of the whole month. So, they was on me. So I was like, all right, whatever. I got you. I'm going to put this on the podcast. So now everybody got to hold me accountable.
That's right.
So I told them, too. I was like, I got the link.
I'm about to put a reminder on my phone, too, every day.
Yep.
Did you do your challenge today?
Yep. So I'm going to do my challenge, my own challenge.
I might have to hop in the challenge.
It started today. You got time?
I'm going to have to hop in just so I can see.
Yup. I had you. Because you know how I give it up. If you ain't send me that recording, you ain't do it.
I mean, that's true. I think that was the thing for me. Like, it's the same thing. Like in your challenges when I would do them, it's like remembering like the whole going to the gym and recording yourself. It's the exact same thing for me.
Well, that's why I was slacking in April myself because. Well, you know, and it just depends because I got Miss Betty from Houston. She's like 82 years old. Yeah, she don't miss. See, that's how I was playing myself. Like, how Miss Betty got me?
Well, Miss Betty, I'm sure she's retired.
Yeah,
so she ain't got no job to get her. She ain't taking care of no kids.
Yeah, Miss Betty be killing it.
You know, that's what she got to do on the regular. That's her job. So that's why she be in there every day.
So sometimes I'm not gonna lie, the challenge could be challenging, which is why it's a challenge for those that work out and not using the challenge. Because, like, the challenge, obviously, is like a finisher or, like, a warm, like, just to get started.
Something like that.
So sometimes...
I never thought about that.
Yeah, so, like, a lot of them, like, one of the girls there that I call Sister, she uses it mostly for a finisher or for a starter before we work out and things like that. So that's what I needed to. I was like, all right, let me go back to using my own challenge as my finisher. But it won't take that long. A quick little 5 minutes, you know, because I... change it up a little bit. But anyways, yes, I need to remember, like, use it as a finisher because that's not all I do. I work out pretty much 5 to 6 times a week.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I'd be like, oh, I got my workout in. I'm like, oh, shoot, I forgot about my challenge.
Girl, that was me all the time. So,
so yeah, hold me accountable because I know my people going to hold me anyway because they was in there talking.
Now I mean you gotta listen, but now
well I'm gonna listen because I told her I was gonna put it out here. Now I don't have no choice because y'all ain't gonna see me doing no reps.
Good. I'm gonna have them hit up the Beyond the Reps inbox and let us know because if she ain't in there, we got something for her next time. Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this week's episode of Beyond the Reps Pod. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we may do a part 2 to this. So we want to know what y'all unpopular opinions are, and we would like to talk about them. So we're gonna formulate that, and maybe we'll come back with a part 2. We need y'all participation. So make sure that you like, comment, share, and subscribe. And yeah, anything else you want to add?
And just stay on the lookout in our Instagram. Because that's most likely where we're going to put out a poll or a question so you guys could shoot those topics out to us. So make sure that you go follow us. Okay?
All right. Until next time, y'all, we will see y'all soon.